What is going on, y'all? It is the fooliest of Magoolies back at it again with another video. And boy, I have not made a video in about a month, and I'm gonna tell you why. I have been struggling after this latest merge. Look at this! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Now y'all know I was first place in 854. Boy, not anymore. We have gotten this merge. We have got some strong people. And y'all know I just added my 5th SSS. Boy, these guys got full teams. Oh my gosh. I have been fighting for my life. Oh my gosh, I've been fighting for my life. It has been a fierce competition for sure in 854 now. But listen, the reason I'm making this video is because I've had a lot of messages on Discord about who should be people's first SSSs, what people should be focusing on, all that stuff. And you know, there's a lot of different opinions out here, but when it comes to progression, I am 100% on track with what Mufasa says in the guide. 100% I stick with Mufasa for progression. So let's look at some of this hero rescue. So number one, if you do bleed, go Frieza. That's really easy to build first going in. All you got to work on is your skill tree and your defense tree, and bam, you're in there. Your first SS should always be an attacker. Not necessarily an attack unit, but a unit that you want to use for DPS. If we go straight to the guide itself, and you can find this guide on the main Discord. It's got its own section. So if you go to progression, you just read over this. Economy is key. Save your gems for Beerus and Gogeta events. And I agree with that. It took me a long time to start saving for Beerus and Gogeta. I started saving last year in March, and I didn't get Beerus until New Year's, and then Gogeta until the Valentine's or whatever event it was. Either way, but yeah, definitely save your gems. If you're just starting off, I would say that it's better to focus on resources so you can level people up. But if your team is getting solid, I think it's definitely good to save those gems, because Beerus and Gogeta are top tier. The utility they provide to your team, and they make your, especially Gogeta. I don't necessarily like him as a unit just because his contempt is the only thing I care about, but that contempt makes people think before they fight you. They have to restructure their team format, their setup, and that is very, very valuable, especially in weekly tournament. So if we go down, we get to some progression stuff. So it's talking about SS teams. Some of you guys may be here right now, but from what I'm hearing, you're at the first SSS phase. And what it says, one SSS, it should be a damage dealer. I mean, there's no exception to this. Gold Frieza, Kid Buu, Cell, Tinks, Jacko. That's what your teams look like. Some people run Red Vegeta and go crit. Yeah, and just like I said earlier, by going with skill, you can just focus on the skill and defense trees. Now, 2S, and I won't say that I followed this exactly, because when I first started learning how to play this game, I didn't know about this guide or Discord or anything. I learned on Facebook, asking questions in the forum. It was terrible. It was terrible. We got better options now. So use this guide. It makes everything so easy. Everything is so drawn out for you. I mean, you can easily see 2 SSs, both damage dealers, Blue Ku or Kefla, or Gold Frieza and Kefla. Easy. Between the Gold Free stage and here, some people add Vados. So on mine, I did this. I did not added Vados and kept Majin Vegeta on mine. I kept Majin Vegeta a long time because I had my Majin Vegeta sub exactly how I wanted it to. It was a deadly MV. But you know, doing that made me run into a situation later where I had to do a double switch and spin gems. And you'll see in this guide, he highlights a lot that it's important to stick to this formula so you can get as many good characters maxed out, as many of your characters maxed out as you can, without having to spend as many gems. And that's really important, because when you have to do a double switch, you're not just spending 12k gems for one switch. You got, like, I had to switch Vados to a attacker, and then I had to switch my Gotenk back to Vados. That's 24k gems. Okay, that's crazy. That's a crazy amount of gems. Okay, and so you want to be saving for those event heroes, so you can't really be afforded to spend 24k on just switches. And recently, when I came through, the only option was Gold Frieza or blue or red Vegeta. But now Kefla's out, so she's a much better AoE option. But I live by this guide on this game. There's so much good information, marks and everything. I know we're not talking about that, but this guide is gold, point blank, period. It talks about everything you need to know about this game. It talks about it, and he even has another guide for even when you're at the point where I'm at, and you got your teams maxed out. It's time for you to find you trying to put together a second team. He's got a whole separate guide on building up your max god teams to get 3 maxed out teams the most efficient way. I mean, fantastic guys. I mean, fantastic. But getting back on topic, 3 SSS's, damage dealers, and Vados are main tank. I did something similar to that. But I did damage dealer, Vados, and 3 tanks, and it was good at the time, but it was a mistake because like I said, I had to do a double switch. 4 SSS's. My last SS that I had was Kid Buu. Some people choose most people choose Cell, but I like Kid Buu, so I kept Kid Buu. And like I said, in the CP, Topo is now in the Hero Rescue, so you can get Topo on your main team for free now, essentially. So that is absolutely always a good pick. But yeah, we can, if you guys want me to go into the other sections of the guide more, I'll do that. But for the purpose of this video, I was just trying to keep it short. People asked about progression, and Mufasa he did an excellent job on this guide. So be sure to go out there and check it out. Hit me up on Discord if you have any questions. Feel free to hit me up with anything. Hey, good luck in the tournaments in this week. Talk to y'all later. Peace.